The other swarm got feared by the first one dying to shock. Some of our buffs were off. Can we fix that?
I will not be trifled with.
Heroism is still run out. I guess we can't do much about that.
I'll go ahead.
Vescivore Royal Guard. Critical 72. God dang, girl.
May I see your entrails?
Swarms are pretty brutal because swarms don't miss. It's just simply every second that a swarm is on you, you get hit. They're really brutal. It's like right now the swarm is sitting on the tank and also Chip, so they're both taking a lot of damage every second. Now is Chip alive or did he die there? Okay, he lived.
Skip the pleasantries.
Loranity just leveled though. I'm just burning his low-level single target heals. Did you play Kingmaker? I did the day it came out. Fantastic game. It was super buggy at launch, but it's better now. Let's see. Choose a bard talent. Canny Observer, Combat Trick, Fast Stealth, Iron Guts. Move at full... Let's get full speed while stealth, because she is, disarming traps. Mirror Image. Invisibility, Fox's Cunning. Cacophonous Call. Blur. Let's get Blur. This game is pretty buggy.
I know the way.
Athletics. Time past 30 minutes. Wait, what? What? Hold on. Quick save. Athletics check failed. Time past 30 minutes. What is he trying to do? I don't know.
I take from the rich and take from the poor. It's my way of supporting equality.
Okay, Loranity. I don't see where to disarm this trap.
They'll never see me coming. Time to rob them of their treasures.
You need to run faster. Why are you so slow? Oh my god. Shoot, this is gonna suck. Jesus, the whole cave.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Die, die, die! Hey!
They're after Nox.
Stab
They
their
want the
backs.
Nox box. Is she sneaking? I turned it. She was, but I turned it off when combat started. But it kept acting like she was still in sneak mode.
Follow my lead.
I crave for adventure.
Did... I guess a large person we're off.
As it should be.
That's a big boy. You know what? Let's try
Time's
something.
not waiting.
Let's use the Kamehameha. We haven't used it yet.
Dispatch those fools
Boom.
The light take you!
Out of my way!
You feel that?
Why can't she enrage? Oh, that, okay, it's mirror images. I got really scared there. I was like, what is happening? Are we stunned? What is happening? Yeah, the whole party is stunned right now. Oh my god.
A calculated risk.
There we go. The multiple missiles help take out all the clones.
I'll loot your corpse.
Hey, I told you to play music. Oh, she got stunned earlier, so the music stopped. That's why. Or the order for music stopped.
Out of my sight.
I feel like these guys are just not continuously shooting. Come on, Shulk. There we go. Show him how it's done. Chip, you alive? Yeah, he's good.
Smile, the world's not ending just yet.
Oh my gosh. Whatever those things were, they were pretty tough. Lots of loot.
That is not far.
I am considering resting in here, but I don't know. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do it. I'll go ahead and do it. That was a really tough fight. I exhausted a lot of what I had there. I'll never understand why people enjoy mocking others, even though those we don't like. Is that the paladin talking? I don't understand why I enjoy it so much either. I simply do it and it brings me pleasure. Oh my god. It's like talking to people in the PvP lobby. Did you guys see the bear and the raptor reappeared and immediately fell over? Alright. Pocket raptor level up. Oh my god, I don't know what that is. Alright, we're gonna buff up.
Ready
We'll
for
respect
anything.
it. Wait, what is this? Death's Door.
Rely on everyone is mortal in this world,
Rules are made
especially
to
when
be
I'm
broken.
around.
Actually, I might have should have done that in the fight.
Me already.
That might wear off before I finish the other stuff. I just realized. Death's Door can be removed in a rest save area. Yeah.
Stay on your toes.
Alright.
None
What are you, you monster? I may have overestimated this encounter. Maybe. Alright, we can cancel that order to start singing. Never mind. Yeah, Shulk, go burr.
I'll go ahead.
They dare threaten me. Cover me.
I will.
She feared it when she killed the swarm.
Into the fray.
Your Pocket Raptor is confused. It can't think or act normally. It can't tell a friend from an enemy and keeps attacking the last creature that attacked it until it dies or moves out of sight. Okay.
I know the way.
Shulk leveled up. Mad Dog Barbarian. And that means Bear leveled up. Wojtek. Wait, what was that ability I just got? Shulk leveled up a class. As a result, the character's number of attacks per round is increased. She hits twice per round now instead of once. It's kind of a big deal, y'all. Let's see. Okay, here we go. What is this? +4 morale bonus on will saves against enchantment spells and effects. Okay.
Follow my lead.
I found, something.
I do things my way. Success.
Can you go around that? Nice. Good job, Lara.
Success.
Show him C-Maj, the C-Maj power.
What's that there?
Everything has a price. I'm the best.
I'm the best. You missed a hidden loot / body. I mean, if it's hidden, maybe I just failed the perception check.
As it should be.
The look of these plants, rapacious and sickly at the same time, suggests their unnatural origin. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see it.
I'll go ahead.
All right. Let's head back outside. And see if we could find the guy that had his eyes eaten and see if we can be helped. On the first fight with the big bug. Oh, yeah. Oh, well.
I know the way.
Lost Traveler. Oh, I think he died. I think he died. Hey, I found his eyeball. I found a eyeball.
Follow my lead.
Acid has ruined the Caravanier's gear. So this is where some of the bonus loot was.
As it should be.
Acid has ruined gear. Judging by the marks that his nails left on the soft sandstone, this man was still alive when they began to eat him. Yikes. This place looks icky. It's extremely icky. Icky is the correct word to describe this location. Acid.
What's that?
The remains of the caravan camp. The Revescivores have chewed up not only the bodies, but the tents and goods too.
That is
Acid.
not far.
Alright. I'm really looking forward to level 7 because the animals will grow in size. And then a couple of people can use them as mounts. Alright. Our army. Is this like Heroes of Might and Magic, where if I don't recruit some and then a week passes, you kind of miss out on those recruits? Can make another army? Oh, I see what you're saying. I'll try to do that in a second. Oh, is this my camp? It threw me off because it was ahead of me. Alright. We can use this chance to rest then. A message for the commander. I'm the Queen's bodyguard. She sent me to tell you she's arrived at the camp incognito as planned. You can find her where the minor nightly orders are camped. Come if you wish to speak with her. Okay.
I'll go ahead.
Where is she? The minor nightly orders? Oh, it shows her on the map. Oh, you think she sees me, like, picking through boxes? Like, oh, I'm gonna steal this sugar in this coffee mug. Oh, what's up, Queen? Queen Galfrey nods to you cordially. Her armor is plain and unadorned. As promised, I entered the ranks incognito along with a few bodyguards. I've introduced myself as Katrain, an old friend of yours. I'm a knight of a minor order, the Green Crows. We shall see how long it takes Anivia to sniff me out. The Queen chuckles. Why did you decide to join the Crusade after all? Because I have a curious mind, and I'm quite unable to sit still and do nothing for long. The Queen smiles, then grew serious. You ask a difficult question. I must remain as safe as possible. My death or abduction would sow chaos among our forces. However, I am not only a queen, I am also a paladin of Iomade. It is not in my nature to sit in a palace with my sword sheathed. In a manner of speaking, your request was simply a convenient excuse for me to be where I belong, crusading against the demon hordes. Besides, I am curious to see my new knight commander in action. I have a question for you as well. Why did you wish for me to join you on your crusade? I'm glad to have the glorious Crusader Queen at my side. Well, that's a fair enough motive. The camaraderie of combat, fighting shoulder to shoulder. For a warrior, such things are priceless. May I ask you a personal... Wait, you're over 100 years old? I feel like she'd be offended if I mentioned her age. May I ask you a personal question? I've learned so much about Queen Galfrey from chronicles and legends, but what about the other Queen Galfrey, the one that historians and bards cannot see? The Queen smiles faintly. That Galfrey is an old woman weighed down by a great burden, but she has not lost her passion, and she will make the feathers fly when the time comes. I look forward to working with you closely, and who knows, maybe feathers won't be the only thing flying. She arches her eyebrow. It seems my knight commander is not above resorting to clumsy innuendo. Do you really think you are the first person to try to charm me with such words? You are not. If you want to impress me, you need to do better than that. Oh my gosh. She's like, I am 100 years old. I have heard every one-liner in the book. Well, we've already shot our shot. Let's just ask the question. How does it feel living for so long beyond all natural limits? You're over 100 years old, my queen, aren't you? I shall answer thus. The decision to prolong my life was not mine. It was the decision of the Church of Iomade. The Sun Orchid elixirs had been paid for by the Church. The priest determined I was needed in these dark times, both as a ruler and the chosen paladin of Iomade. I accepted their decision and the great responsibility it entails. Why did you let's see. You given an army and the title of Knight Commander to a stranger. Why? Because for 100 years I've protected my lands, trying to drive the demon horde back into the abyss. I have tried every right and rational method. The queen affords herself a brief, grim smirk. My armies have been led by the greatest generals, even Iomade's angels. My goddess's herald created the wardstones for us. We have tasted victory more than once, but we have failed to close the world wound. As for you, do not call yourself a stranger. You are the savior of Kenabris. Hundreds of people saw the power that descended upon you and turned the demons to dust. It's the sign they've awaited for decades, a sign for all loyal hearts and followers of Iyomade. The time has come. Hope has been rekindled in the hearts of my subjects, thanks to you. Hope is a priceless resource. I had no choice but to give it wings. Let's see. You called it the sign they've been waiting for, but I take it you are reserving judgment. Your question seems to catch the queen off balance. A strange spark flashes in her eyes. When Aroden perished and Iyomade took over his legacy, I was among the first to serve the new goddess. I helped restore her church from the ashes left by the chaos after Aroden's death. Since then, I have served the inheritor loyally and truthfully. I like to believe that I have earned the blessing of my goddess. The queen's voice is surprisingly ardent. After I learned of what happened in Kenabris when I met you at Defender's Heart, I had so many questions. Is it true that what happened was Iyomade's work? Why did she give this power to someone unknown rather than one of her most loyal followers? Could it be that my faith has grown weak and I don't recognize the deeds of my goddess even when they are happening right in front of me? Is the goddess somehow testing me? These doubts were like poison. But I refuse to let them poison me, the queen finishes strongly. I gave you an army, declared you Knight Commander, and accepted you as I would anyone chosen by the goddess. Okay. I need more soldiers to take Dresden. All the forces I could afford to spare are either in your army already or on their way here. We could call it volunteers, but if your headquarters sends out letters and appeals in the queen's name, everyone will know I came with you. The demons will not miss such an opportunity. Their hordes will advance and overwhelm us. No, that is not an option. Talk to Irabeth, let her handle volunteer recruitment, and my name will remain hidden, much like my participation in the crusade. I must go. Don't forget, here I am Katrain the Knight. The errand is complete. The Queen Incognito. 400 XP. Okay. Alright, let's rest to get corruption off and get Chip out of Death's Door. And the only people that have leveled are ones not in my current party. Rich girl, quick question. What do you... I couldn't see that. Just some ink blots that looks like a heart lying in a pool of blood. Why are you showing me something so vile? He showed her an ink blot, and she thought it was something disgusting. Bard Boy should have that old spell skill done training yet. Bard Boy. What? The commander becomes host to an anomalous force, and his dreams are filled with strange visions. He feels the space around him distort, and his sensory organs are flooded by false images. Bred by distortions of light and air, reality itself tries to expel the commander into some dark tunnel. At the other end, a grim figure awaits. His body resists the crude attempt to wrench it from reality, but the unknown force finds a tangle in the commander's soul, one made of demonic rage and destructive desire. The stranger grabs at it and pulls like a hunter reeling in a harpoon. Troubled by the sudden intrusion, the dark and ominous force deep in the commander's soul answers with a menacing growl. The commander... Perception. Stares intently at the ghostly figure. The darkness conceals the stranger's appearance, but something can be glimpsed. A massive set of bull's horns crowning a head, the tips glinting malevolently. Yo, is this like Satan? Okay, so the whole party's not with me. It's just me. I can't use their knowledge. Reach out seeking the protection and the blessings of the upper planes, which is granted to all Azamars at birth. By force of will, the commander pushes his anger down as deep in his soul as he can. The attraction rapidly weakens in response as if the mysterious enemy can no longer sense the commander and concentrate its efforts on him. The apparition recedes, leaving the commander wondering whether it was reality or nightmare. Okay, that was weird. That was very weird. Do you think it was due to the wand? That was my first thought, but now I'm not sure. There was here one thing that I noticed with the mystic paths. There was a mystic path that was like a lich. I wonder if the wand is related to the mystic path to, like, become a lich or something, or get undead powers, or necromancy. I wonder if it's something like that. Okay, how do I make a new army? There we go. That's how we do it. What do we have here? Inconspicuous camp. Tapping quick save. Elven notes. Oh, I need to give... I've got 2 of these now. I gotta give them to the storyteller. It says your stealth character is wearing gear that severely impairs their stealth. Is it the chainmail? That's not severely. She's fine. Kronic? The aged kobold sitting by the small campfire greets you with an amicable gesture. He doesn't reach for his weapons or hiss threateningly. All in all, his behavior is highly unusual for one of his kind. His clothes look quite unusual too. Not many kobolds opt for human clothing, nor do they adorn their possessions with spikes or scales. Greetings, my name is Kronic. I'm all alone here, so you may safely come closer. He speaks smoothly without the usual kobold hissing. Moving slightly aside, the kobold points to the carcass of a small animal on a stick roasting over the fire. Dinner will be ready soon. Was it you who left me that note? The kobold shrugs. Of course, who else could it be? I wanted to make sure you were interested in the information I can provide. Nod at the bonfire. What you cooking? Judging by its ears and hind legs, it's a hare. The kobold casts a dubious glance at the animal's mouth, which boasts a set of huge teeth. Or maybe it's a tiger, depending on your point of view. I see you at least decided to try the game. How you like it so far? Oh, I'm very much enjoying myself, Cap Drago. I played through all of Pathfinder Kingmaker, and I'm very much enjoying this. I guess if you're like, no, because there's a bunch of mythic paths you can miss super easily. Not yet, not yet. Once I get to the end of the game, I'll be like, all right, where did I miss stuff and where was it, you know? But I just want to experience it blind right now. Who are you? As I've already mentioned, my name is Kronic, at your service. He offers a short bow, an unusual gesture for one of his kind to make. As a rule, kobolds do not express their respect to anyone other than dragons. I'm a traveler and a friend of the Crusade. I can be your friend too if you are tolerant toward kobolds. Kronic utters the word tolerant with shocking ease, as if he is something other than a narrow-minded and savage subterranean beast you'd expect him to be. Kobolds are infamous for worshipping dragons and despising all other races. Few of them would even understand the concept of tolerance, let alone subscribe to it. What do you want from me? I want nothing for you. I want nothing from you. I'm asking for nothing. I'm simply offering to help. I sympathize with your cause, so I would like to provide whatever support I can from time to time. Does that work for you? He stops and looks up at you expectantly. What's the catch? No catch. I'm acting wholly for altruistic reasons, but my motives are something I would rather not reveal. Kronic turns his face to you and his wrinkles become more visible in the glow of the fire. We just met 5 minutes ago. Don't you think it's too early to expect complete candor just yet? As I have already... Dude, this guy is talking good for a kobold. As I have already told you, I am a friend of the Crusade. You can choose to trust me or you can leave. I offer help and ask for nothing in return, so the question is simple. Will you accept a claw of friendship from a stranger, or is your distress stronger than your need for help? How exactly can you help me? With advice, mostly. Throughout my life, I've seen a lot, and a piece of timely advice can be extremely valuable, don't you agree? Of course, if your advisor is a kobold, the merits are not so obvious, but you're in luck. The kobold right here has extensive knowledge of a variety of matters that you may find useful someday. After some thought, he nods toward the campfire. One more thing I have to offer is this hair, after it's cooked. How do you know so much about demons? Kronic gives you a long and heavy look. I've had some experience with them. I don't want to go into the details right now. All I'm saying is that after a rather short and not even hostile encounter with them, I stopped eating meat for several years. Yeah, I would appreciate the help. He nods agreeably. Then we have a deal. You won't regret your decision. Just drop by my camp every now and then and we can have a word. Perhaps I'll be able to give you some useful tips. Pulling out a small knife, the traveler carefully cuts off 2 strips of meat from the roasted hare. He throws one into his toothy maw and graciously offers the other to you. A strange animal for sure, but it seems edible. The energies of the world wound mask everything in illusion. Harmless-looking animals try to eat you for dinner. Dangerous paths appear to be straight roads. Sometimes your enemies can look like your friends. Kronic squints and looks deeply into your eyes. Have you ever been in a situation like this? First you think a person is your friend and ally, but then the scales fall from your eyes and you realize that they are actually your sworn enemy. So you catch this person, you tie them up, and then you start thinking, how should you treat them now? Like your enemy? Like your former friend? It's hard to decide. What would you do if one of your friends turned out to be a traitor? Are you talking about someone specific? Good night, Rice. Your question reeks of paranoia. No, I'm not talking about anyone specific, and I'm not implicating anyone, he chuckles. I'm sorry, it seems my joke has spoiled your sleep for the next few nights. I would try to find out what would force the traitor to reveal the truth about their real masters, then do whatever that is. He grins. What if you have to threaten them with the death of their family? Or what if you have to grant mercy to someone truly despicable? You don't have to answer. I could tell by your eyes that you're willing to do whatever it takes. And that is correct. If you catch a villain, don't rush to put a noose around their neck. First learn everything they have to tell you. As for principles and morality, you better stuff them in your deepest pocket. Don't bandy them about without good reason. I liked your answer. You obviously think with your head and don't just parrot the instructions of others. Then again, if we're discussing traitors, it's fortunate that betrayal is not reserved for mortals alone. Demons stab each other in the back far more frequently. The rumor that there are at least 2 demon stashes within Dresden, filled with arms and supplies that were stolen by Descorites from Baphamites and vice versa. One of them is near the entrance to the fortress, while another one lies by the entrance to the citadel. Well, that is valuable information. Of course it is. I wouldn't waste your time. Cracking his knuckles, Kronic gives you an inquisitive look. I hope that when the time comes for you to make real decisions instead of hypothetical ones, your wisdom won't fail you. Just one bad choice can turn a revered leader into a disgraced pariah. I've seen it happen before. I have lived through something like that. My tribe suffered a disaster caused by just one bad choice. Can you even imagine? Dude, I've got to say you bring me so much joy at the end of a long day. Well, thank you, Tanakh. That is very kind of you to say. I'm glad you're enjoying it. We're nearing bedtime right now. I wanna learn everything Kronic has to say, though. The kobold squints sadly, his shoulders slumping a bit. With a sigh, he begins to talk. I don't like telling this story, but it might be useful for you to know about it. Perhaps it will serve as a warning. Will you tell me? He clears his throat and starts talking in a sonorous voice that reveals his experience as a bard. I don't know if anyone here played Neverwinter Nights. Neverwinter Nights, though, there was a character. There was an NPC that would join your party, and his name was Deacon. Deacon was a bard kobold, just like this guy. And he would play a lute. And I swear the guy who made him was inspired by Gur from, Invader Zim. See, he could be like, I'm going to sing the Doom song. Doom, doom, doomity, doom, da, doom, doom, doom. And everyone else would be like, shut him up. And they hated, like, his music, like, in the story, like, they hated it. But, you know, he gave you the usual bard buffs and stuff like that. But it was just awful, awful kobold music. But he was also a dragon descendant. So once he got enough levels, he grew wings. And he was like, well, this is alarming. Because he just suddenly had wings one day. It was a fantastic story, but this meeting a kobold bard makes me think of Deacon singing the Doom song. Kronic clears his throat and starts talking in a sonorous voice that reveals his experience as a bard. I was born into the mighty and proud tribe of the Night Ruby. Our caves were vast, mine shafts were rich in quartz and metals, and our underground lakes were brimming with fish. And of course, we had plenty of slaves. The Night Ruby was a model of kobold success. It was a tight-knit, greedy, and aggressive tribe that intimidated even a few of the nearby human settlements. But there was a flaw underlying our power. Once long ago, a leader of our tribe signed a pact with devils, promising them the soul of every tribe member in exchange for help and prosperity. Since then, every new All-Watcher had to agree to the pact, and the power of the tribe grew, as did the number of lost souls. It was like that until our leader Ermac came to power. She was a principled and proud elder who didn't want to bend the knee to hell. So she refused to sign the pact, and all kinds of calamities befell our tribe. The tribe was attacked by its neighbors at the devil's instigation. Epidemics broke out. Then our slaves rebelled. Then they came after their former masters in the dead of night. Our clutches of eggs were ravaged. Our altars were desecrated, and our warriors were slain in their barrows. The slaves paid us in full for our cruelty and arrogance. They hunted us, chasing us down through the caves and mine shafts level by level. When we were finally left alone, we had no idea where we were. All we saw around us was darkness, and lurking in that darkness were bloodthirsty and dangerous predators. After raising his voice dramatically, he suddenly stops. Then, he adds with a teasing smile, I think this moment is enough of a cliffhanger to stop here. Alright, I have to go. Good luck. I believe you'll need it. This guy's interesting. I'll have to try very hard to not forget he's here and visit him on occasion.
I know the way.
The irony of a cliffhanger, yeah. Wow, this loading screen tip, it just says sometimes you can't save everyone.